Once there was a boy named Rumi. He studied in class 5. He always got good marks and stayed in the top 3. His parents were proud of him and loved him so much. But Rumi had a problem. He was shy. In class, if he didn't understand something, he stayed quiet. He wanted to ask questions, but his voice just wouldn't come out. His best friend George always said,
"Come on, Rumi. Talk with the teacher. Ask what you didn't understand."
But still, Rumi felt too scared. His heart would beat fast, and he stayed silent. One day, it was English class. The teacher was explaining a poem. Rumi listened carefully, but he didn't understand one part. He leaned closer to George.
"I didn't get this part."
George said,
"Then ask ma'am. She'll explain."
Rumi shook his head slowly.
"I can't. I feel scared."
George sighed and shook his head. That evening, Rumi sat at the table with his books.
"Mom,"
he said softly,
"I didn't understand a part of the poem today."
His mom, Elizabeth, smiled and said, "You should ask your ma'am in class." Rumi let out a sigh.
"I want to, but..."
Elizabeth looked at him. "Is something wrong?" Rumi paused, then said,
"If I ask, maybe ma'am and my classmates will think I'm a duffer."
Elizabeth smiled. "No, my dear. That's not true. When I was your age, I asked many questions. My teachers always liked that. They said asking shows you want to learn." Rumi nodded slowly.
"Okay, Mom. I'll try."
The next day, during math class, the teacher was solving a problem on the board. Rumi tried to follow, but he didn't get it. He looked at his notebook, then thought,
"I should ask."
Slowly, he raised his hand.
"Ma'am,"
he said. The teacher turned to him.
"Yes, Rumi. What happened?"
Rumi took a deep breath.
"Ma'am, can you please explain this again? I didn't understand."
The teacher smiled.
"Of course,"
she said, and started explaining the problem again. As Rumi listened, he noticed something. Many students were also paying close attention. Some looked relieved. They hadn't understood it either. Soon, the school year came to an end. Final exams were over. Result day arrived. Rumi sat with his parents in the school hall. George was sitting beside him. Rumi got second position. After the main prizes, Ma'am Sarah spoke again.
"Now, this special award goes to the most curious student of the year. Rumi."
Rumi's eyes widened. He looked at his mom. Elizabeth smiled and gently patted his hand. "Go." Rumi walked to the stage. The principal gave him the award and said,
Your questions didn't just help you, but helped the whole class.
Rumi turned and saw his parents and George giving him a thumbs up. Rumi smiled, feeling proud and brave. Moral: never be afraid to ask questions.